Hey folks, I hope you're doing well. We've got a new workout for you. Today's workout is a bodyweight only legs workout. We've got a couple of supersets and that's the majority of the workout. We've got a little bit of accessory stuff to do afterwards as well. If you have the ability to want something that will elevate one of the feet, but if we haven't got something that we can step on to elevate one of the feet, don't worry, those are just going to be going from the floor, but it's just an option. To add a little bit of range of motion, add a little bit more complexity to the workout. So before we get going with the workout, we should get nice and mobile, nice and warm. So we'll start by taking the feet hip width apart. We're going to start, or a comfortable distance apart. We're going to start with some squats. We'll push our hips back and down, just as far into a squat as you feel comfortable going. Do that squeeze into the legs, and then driving the feet back to the floor as we come up to standing. We've got a few more to go. Last one. Next up, we're going to come into a bit of a roll down. So, feet are still comfortable distance apart, a little bit of bend in the knees, relax your arms and shoulders below the chin to the chest. We're going to roll as far towards the floor as we can. So we start to mobilise a bit through the back of the body. Don't worry if the hands don't touch the ground, but then we'll slowly roll back up to standing. And we'll repeat. Last roll down. And then from here we're going to make our way down to the floor. We're going to take the right leg out in front of us, left leg out to the side, and we're trying to get as close to a 90-degree bend in the knees as we feel we can. We'll bring the right hand to the floor, left arm goes out at shoulder height. We're going to take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, like to lean forwards over the right leg, trying to push your right knee ankle into the floor as you do. So we can just start to activate my bones, our hips a little bit more. We go as far over the leg as we feel we can, and then we'll ease back up, and we're going to repeat. Two on this side to go. And we're going to swap the legs over. So we'll do the same thing with the left leg out in front of us this time. Right leg out to the side again, as close to that 90-degree bend in the knees as we can. We'll bring the left hand to the floor, right arm goes out at shoulder height. And we'll tip forwards over the left leg, trying to push the knee and ankle into the floor as we do. Holding for that second or so, and then easing back up. And again, we'll repeat. One more on this side. And we'll make our way back up to standing. We're going to come back into a few squats. Hopefully everything's feeling a little bit looser. We're feeling a little bit warmer, a little bit more mobile. Okay, last two. Last one. And we can rest there. So, I said we've got a couple of supersets. So a superset is where we put two moves or two exercises back to back. Our first movement is, if we can, we're going to have the front foot elevated. We're going to take a nice long stride back. So we have front foot elevated lunges. So we take the back knee as low to the floor as we can. We're going to keep it nice and slow on the way down. Keep the squeeze to the legs. We're going to add a pause. Now we don't want to rest the knee on the floor at the bottom, because that's going to take the tension out of it. So we just want to try and hollow that back knee just above the floor, and we're going to drive back up. We're going to do that on each leg, and then we're going to come straight into our squats. So we have 5 rounds of these. We're going to do 5 lunges on each leg. Nice, and if you haven't got something where you can elevate the foot, keep the foot on the floor. You can still keep our lunges nice and slow. And we're going to do 5 lunges on each leg, and then we're going to do 15, 5 bodyweight squats. Then we'll rest, and we're going to do this for 5 sets. So we get a good leg pump going. So it's up to you which leg you start on. We'll take one foot on into our elevated position. The other, we lift the back heel. We want to try and keep the feet back hip width apart though, because that's going to keep us nice and stable. Then we take that back knee as low to the floor as we can, keeping it slow on the way down. Keep it slow. We'll pause, and then we'll drive a little bit quicker to the top. We're going to go again. Then you can take the arms out if you need to stabilise. Take them when they feel comfortable. We keep that squeeze to the leg. We're driving through that front foot as we come back up. You keep the squeeze, we pause, and we push through that front leg and come back up. One more on this side. Then we're going to step the other foot up, or change the legs over. Same thing. And a nice long stride back. We take the back knee low, keep that squeeze to the legs, keep it slow, and then we can pause. Then we drive back up. That's it. As we come up, we can make it quicker. We don't want to forget that pause. Really trying to push through that front foot. That's good. Last one on this side. Then we're going to take our feet out comfortably distance apart. We'll go straight into our squats. We keep these at steady tempo, so we're not trying to go too quick. Focusing on that range of motion, focusing on the squeeze to the legs, driving the feet to the floor. Still breathing. That's always important. Three to go. Last one. And then we can rest. So we've got a bit of recovery time. Give those legs a little bit of a shake out if they need it. We can grab a drink if we need it as well. If you have your front foot elevated, you need something a little bit lower to the floor. Again, we can adjust it. If you need to, grab something that's a little bit smaller, or for the next round, keep your foot on the floor rather than elevating it. We're still going to work our legs. Having that front foot elevated though allows us to get a little bit deeper range of motion, if we're able to. But if it felt too much, set your foot back onto the floor instead. So still got a little bit longer recovery before step 2. Okay, so we'll set up. Take a nice long straight back with one leg. And then we're going to lower as far into the lunge as we can. Keeping that squeeze to the legs, adding that little pause. And we drive back to the top. Good. Last one on this side. We'll step in, do the same thing on the other side. Keep it slow, keep that squeeze, keep that pause, and we drive back up. Last one. We go straight back into our squats. 15 of these. Again, nice steady tempo. Five to go. One more. And then we can rest. So again, we can give those legs a little shake out. Grab your drink if you need it. That's 2 sets done. 3 sets to go. So we're getting a little bit of a leg pump going now. Awesome work so far. So enjoy the bit of recovery. We've got about 20 seconds. We'll go for round 3. Same thing. Cross again. Do these from the front this time. Okay. We're going to start for set 1. Or set 1, leg 1. Set 3. Okay, let's go. So back knee goes low. Keeping it slow. And then pause. And we drive back to the top. Here we go again. So again, we're always driving through that front leg as we push back up to the top. We're trying to focus, pushing that foot into the ground, squeezing through the whole of that leg. One more. We'll step in, step the other foot back. We go again, nice and slow. Adding that pause and driving to the top. One more. Then back to our squats. 15. Almost there. 2 to go. Last one. And then we'll rest. So yeah, we keep those legs a little shake. Woo. 3 rounds done. 2 to go. So again, legs are feeling a little bit pumped now. Enjoy the recovery. That's just as important as the work. Okay, about 10 seconds. We'll go for our 4th set. So turn a nice long stride back. Let's go. Again, keeping it slow, adding that pause. step in. Same on the other side. Keep it slow. Add in the pause. Drive into the top. One more. Squats again. Let's do it. One to go. And then we can give those legs a shake again. So we have one more set of these. One more round of these supersets. Last bit of lunges. All doing awesome work so far. Hopefully your legs are feeling okay. Like I said, feeling pumped up. They're working hard. But it's fun, right? Okay, last set of these. We'll take a nice stride back. And we'll go again. Slow on the way down. Keep that squeeze. As we pause, drive to the top. And then we go again. Two to go. Last one. We'll step in, we'll swap over onto the other side. One more. Then last 15 squats. Two to go. Last one. Whew. And then again we'll give those legs a little shake. And grab a drink if you need it. Okay, so next up we have some single-legged Romanian deadlifts. So for these, we have a slight bend in the standing leg. So it does involve a little bit of balance. If you need to go somewhere where you can take your fingertips to the wall, please do, but don't start yet. I'm just going to demonstrate quickly. And we'll tip forward from the hips, either taking the toes to the floor behind us, Or if we can, we'll lift that back leg a little bit higher and we'll slowly ease forward again. 5 reps on each leg. Once we've done 5 reps on each leg, we're going to superset these with some sissy squats. So here we're going to lift the heels off the floor. Both sets of toes are on the floor. We're then going to bend the legs, pushing the hips back and down as low towards the heels as you can. Trying to keep it slow on the way down. Still pause, keeping the squeeze to the legs, and then slow on the way back up. And after each rep, if you need to, lower the heels back to the floor. We've got 5 of those as well. So 5 single-legged Romanian deadlifts on each side into 5 sissy squats. We'll rest and we'll repeat for 5 rounds. Okay, so we'll go for set 1 again with the sissy squat. So if you need to go somewhere to take fingertips to the wall to help maintain your balance, please go for it. For round 1 of our single RDLs. So slight bend in that standing leg, and we'll tip forwards from the hips. We can take the arms out shoulder height if we need to, as we can keep the back toes on the floor if we need to as well. But as we tip forwards, we push that standing hip slightly back, so we get that stretch through the hamstring. That works through the hamstring and the glute as we tip back up. Last one on this side. And we're going to reset. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So slight bend in that standing leg, we tip forwards. Bring the chest as close to parallel to the floor as we can, lifting the back legs before we can. If we can't, we can just take the toes to the floor behind us. And once we've done 5 on that side, reset the feet to the floor, we'll lift onto the toes. Try to keep the chest lifted, we're going to bend the legs, pushing the hips as far towards the heels as we can. So if you need to, if that's as far as you go, stop there, keep the squeeze and ease back up. If we can though, we're going to lower even further down, keeping the squeeze to the legs, a little bit of a pause, then we slowly drive back up. And again, like I said, if we need to, we can lower the heels between each rep. Try and keep it slow in both directions. Last one. And then we can release the feet to the floor. We can give those legs a little shake again if we need to. That's 1 set done, 4 sets to go. Whew. Like I said, legs are getting a good pump. We've got a bit of recovery, then we'll go for set 2. Okay. We're going to come back into our Romanian deadlift single-legged ones. Slight bend in that standing leg, we'll tip forwards. You're going to need the toes to the floor if you can. We'll lift that a bit higher, we can take the arms out, fingertips to the wall if we need to. Ease back back in, we'll go again. One more on this side. Then we swap over. Same thing on the other side, 5 reps. Last one. And then we'll go into our sissy squat, so you want to lift those heels, we'll bend the legs, we'll sink the hips back and down, as low as we feel we can take it, keeping that control, keeping that squeeze of the legs, little pause at the bottom, we'll keep it slow on the way back up. Good work going. See you go. And yeah, we can rest. Grab a drink if you want it. A little bit of recovery time. 2 sets done. 3 rounds to go. You're doing awesome work so far. I know this is tough. Okay. Round 3. So slight bend in that standing leg again. We'll come forward into our RDL, our single legged one. And anytime you lose your balance, reset the foot to the floor, we'll go again. It does happen. From time to time. It's probably more common once the legs start to fatigue. If you need to, take your hands out, take fingertips to the wall. this side. Then we reset, same thing on the other side. Last one. Then we're back into our sister squats. Keep it slow. Keep it squeeze the legs. Keep that control in both directions. Last one. Three sets done. We have 2 sets to go. That's it, you guys did awesome work. Absolutely brilliantly. So there's a little shake. Grab your drink. Enjoy a bit of recovery. Okay, 4th set. We're getting close to the end of these ones. So we're going to take that slight bend into our standing leg. We're going to tip forward from the hip, either toes to the floor behind us, or if we can, lift the leg that a little bit higher, chest as close to parallel to the floor as we feel we can bring it, and we'll ease back in again. Use the walls, take the arms out, but we need to stabilise. Two to go on this side. The last one. Then we reset, same thing on the other side. last one. And then back to those sissy squats. And keeping it slow. And control, keeping the squeeze in the legs. Anytime you bring those heels down, bring them down. Two to go. Last round of these. The last rep, sorry, in this round. We've got one more set. Put your hopes up there tonight. And here we give those legs a shake. Grab another drink if you need it. We have one more. Like I said, one more set of each. 5 more RDLs in each leg, 5 more sissy squats. Okay, final set of these. Let's go. So back to our RDLs. Last one on this side. And we'll swap. One more. And then last 5 sissy squats. We've got 2 reps to go. 2 to go. Last one. give those legs a little shake. A little bit of recovery. We have one more bit of work we're going to do in a moment. We have some calf raises. So again, we can do this, or if we need to, we can take our hands towards something, so whether it's on a chair or a wall, to help us balance. Or we can either use something to elevate ourselves slightly, or we can do them from the floor. So if we're doing them from the floor, if you're at a comfortable distance apart, we're going to lift as hard as the toes we can, keep it controlled all the way down. If we're stepping on something similar, but we can start with the heels slightly down, and we're going to lift as high as we can, holding the squeeze just for a moment, and then keep that control all the way down. Again, lowering the heels as far as you feel you possibly can before easing back up onto the toes. Only 2 sets of these, but we're going to do 15, 15 reps. And I said, if you need to hold on to something, we can hold on to something for a bit of balance. Slow and controlled. Last bit of work in this workout. So for our calves. So let's get to our start position. So either on the floor or on something elevated if we can. And then we lift. And slowly drop back down. So we're trying to keep that control on the way back down as well. So we're not just dropping down. To go. Last one and then we'll rest. And give your legs a little shake out if you need it. We have one more round. And that'll be our last bit of work for today. Okay, so the last set of calf raises, again either on something or on the floor. We have 15, so we start as low as we can, and we drive as high as we can, and we keep that control on the way back down. Don't just allow yourself to drop. To go. one. And then we can rest. And we can give those legs a shake. And like I said, that was our last bit of work for today's workout. I hope you've enjoyed this bodyweight only leg workout. Hopefully your legs got a little bit of a pump on. My calves are definitely feeling pumped up at the moment after those calf raises and those sister squats beforehand. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below. Any questions, please feel free to leave a question below, send us a message. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed that workout. If you did, please like the video. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do. It really helps. But yeah, I hope you all are keeping well, take care, and I'll see you all very, very soon.